All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another post-fight analysis video. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Lauren Murphy versus Jessica Andrade. Had to go ahead and, take the rest of the night off and, not come back with a quick post-fight reaction because I had to come down from that high, calling the fights and, seeing a banger like that. Then seeing Jamal Hill get the decision win, lopsided decision win over Glover Teixeira. That was big, man. It was a good card, decent card all the way around, man. But Lauren Murphy versus Jessica Andrade, like I said, leading up to fight night, I continue to think about it, and I kept feeling like, Lauren Murphy might have a chance. Lauren Murphy just might have a chance if she can do what I think she can do, But once again, Jessica Andrade is Jessica Andrade. And I know some of y'all were feeling like, okay, having Jessica Andrade's grandmother in her corner is probably not going to benefit her. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Where do you think Jessica Andrade gets this blood from? Where do you think she gets this warrior from? That grandma blood. You know what I mean? That's where that warrior blood comes from. It comes from her grandmother, right? So that's got to be a good thing. Your grandma, she's going to tell you how it is, right? Your grandma, she's going to be the one to tell you go out there and not lose, right? Same with your father. And, if you have that type of family, if you had that type of family, they're the ones that's going to be like, hey, you need to do this. You need to do that. You can't be no punk, right? So having family in your corner, especially a grandma, if you had a grandma like I did, she's going to be the one to tell you that, hey, you got to be a fighter, right? So when I thought about it, I said, okay, Lauren might make it competitive, but I can't change my pick. I cannot change my pick. I got to stick with Jessica Andrade, and I'm glad I did because Jessica Andrade, she went in there and butchered Lauren Murphy. I mean, dominated from first round to the third round. And let's be real, the fight could have been stopped. The fight could have been stopped. I saw Lauren's post on her IG. She said she thought the fight was going to be stopped at the end of the second round. And that's pretty much where I thought it was going to be stopped too. Y'all remember that night? Y'all remember last night whenever I was calling it, I said, okay, I think the ref, he's about to stop it here. But no, he let it continue to go on. So anyways, man, yeah, Jessica Andrade, she went in there and she executed a good game plan. And it all came down, like I said, my breakdown before the fight. Jessica Andrade, she looks good at this weight. Aside from the fight with the champion, this weight fits her. She looks stronger. She looks much more solid. Her power carries up, and she's got this endurance and this gas tank about her. Where she can go on and fight. And she can just throw volume. She can throw work, and that's the one thing I was surprised about in this fight. Like, she wasn't just throwing a lot of like wild winging bombs. She was actually committed to throwing volume. And I think that's why she didn't get the knockout in this fight, because she didn't overcommit the shot. She wasn't swinging for the fences. And, she wasn't trying to go for that old school Hulk style. She was more like the Gray Hulk, right? The Gray Hulk is a little bit more controlled tempered, I believe, right? If I remember correctly, I used to read these comics like 20 years ago. But anyways, yeah, like Jessica Andrade, she took more of a controlled approach here. And I thought, that was smart. That's what she's going to need to do to move forward now. She needs to fight this smarter fight where she knows she has power, but she's got to start throwing better punches and more quality punches and combinations. And that's what she did, man. Like, round after round. I mean, at the beginning of the round, she was just executing this nice leg kick. I mean, she was attacking that lead leg of Lauren Murphy from the outside and the inside. She was cracking behind the knee. She was hitting the knee, with her left kick, the right kick. She was throwing these nice little combinations that was just kind of stunning Lauren Murphy and getting her respect from the jump. And then she started adding in that jab. She was stepping in with the jab, just really fighting well off the jab and in the pocket. Then she was throwing those nice right hands off of the jab, backing Lauren Murphy up. And right there, I said, okay, this is a different fight. Lauren could not get a jab going. Lauren's footwork was already in position to show respect. It wasn't like she was fighting like a counter striker, picking her shots like Joanna was doing, or like Rose Namajunas, like she did in her first fight, like for the first round, how Rose was just kind of like stepping side to side, and she was just, putting that pizzazz. Rose puts that pizzazz on Jessica Andrade, moving in and out. It wasn't even like that. She was just like trying to get away from these power shots. So Jessica Andrade just continued to push forward, with this calm style. Like, she knew that she didn't have to go in there and try to, swing real hard to get this girl out of here, because she already knew that she was falling into her game plan. So she just continued to throw this good volume of shots from the body to the head. And it was just simply breaking down Lauren Murphy. And, Lauren Murphy, I got to give her credit, man. The girl skull is like made of granite. I mean, she was taking big shots, but she continued to stay in this fight, which was pretty much a danger to herself when it came down to it. I mean, Lauren Murphy, like after the second round, to me, honestly, she probably should have stopped. I know she said she wanted to go out on her shield. She wanted to continue fighting, but maybe her corner, they should have been like, yo, if you don't show us nothing, and if you don't show us anything in this third round, yo, I'm going to try to get them to stop this fight. This is it, you know, or like at the end of the second round, like after 2 rounds of getting pummeled like that, that's it. I mean, when you go back and look, any of these rounds could have been 10-8 rounds. I mean, I had 2 10-8 rounds for sure. I had the second round and the third round because Andrade never let up. You know, she just continued to back Lauren Murphy up, throw these big bombs right up the middle. You know, she would throw those hard hooks. You know, when she made sure that Lauren Murphy was in her sights, you know, she was not throwing off the target here. And you also got to factor in that Lauren Murphy has never been big on defense. That's why MMA math on this one kind of added up. When I thought about it, I said, you know, Lauren Murphy's lack of defense and Jessica Andrade's power and her willingness to come forward. Put those two things together, you know that Jessica Andrade is going to pummel this girl, right? I mean, Andrea Lee was able to do that. JoJo was able to land on her. So when you look at these fighters that could land on this fighter with lack of defense, you know Andrade is going to kill it. You know, she almost did. You know, she almost killed her in there, man. Jessica Andrade was not letting up. I mean, butchering the body, attacking the lead leg, jabbing, hooking. I mean, double, triple jabbing, and just like even double, tripling her hooks. You know, she was throwing like multiple left hands at one time, then coming back with the right hand, getting Lauren Murphy to walk right into it. So I was impressed, man. And then just stopping all the takedowns. Lauren didn't look strong at all. You know, she didn't look strong at all, or Jessica Andrade was just too strong for her, right? You know, when she would try to go in for a takedown, she was denied. Denied because Andrade's takedown defense was on point. Denied because those punches were, that accumulation of strikes was really starting to wear her down, you know, so she really had nothing for Andrade. And I think she like stuffed 8 out of 8, maybe almost 10 out of 10 takedowns. I know it was like 100% at one point when I looked at it. So, you know, yeah, every single takedown was denied. Jessica Andrade was just on her game in this fight. You know, she just shows you what she can do at 125 when she puts her mind to it. So yeah, overall, man, I thought it was a good performance by Jessica Andrade. Yeah, definitely could have been stopped to me, you know, because Lauren Murphy had nothing for her. So from here, man, I don't know, man. Jessica Andrade, she looked good at this weight, definitely, like I said, but I don't think her chances of getting the title shot will look any different. You know, the bullet is the bullet. You know, the bullet is the bullet. So from here, man, 115 is good. Like I said, if this can get her a rematch at 115 against Zhang Weili at some point, that's good. You know, that's a good matchup for her. Like I was saying last night too, I do think that a fight with her and Manon would be very competitive. I don't think Manon Fiorot would be in her face like this and be getting hit with big shots because she's a much better striker. You know, she's a much more fluid striker. But even these strikers with fast footwork like Joanna and Rose, they will taste some of the power. They do taste some of the power at some point, or they do get slammed. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful of that. Not saying Manon would get slammed like that, but I mean, she will have to watch out for those leg kicks because Andrade has made improvements. You know, Lauren Murphy's a different fighter than Manon, but Andrade's made enough improvements to start connecting a little bit more on these fighters. You know why? Because she's fighting more so patient. You know, she's fighting more so patient. She's starting to, you know, fight behind the jab. You know, she's using nice little feints and take her time. You know, she's not going crazy in there. It's like she said, too, you know, at the post-fight, you know, Lauren can take a beating. And she said there was a point where her hand started to hurt. You know, she said her hand started to hurt, you know, after, you know, just throwing all this leather. And that just shows you that she's starting to get into that point of throwing combinations, you know, nice combinations and throwing high volume. You know, again, you know, she was switching it up. She was attacking the leg. She was going to the body. She'd go upstairs. Just repeating this tactic, you know, just repeating this tactic on Lauren Murphy, and Lauren had nothing for her. So, yeah, from here, man, for Jessica Andrade, move back down to 115, get in line for the champ after Lemos, I believe, or even if in July or August they want to try to get that Manon versus Andrade fight, that's a good name for Manon. I think Manon would still win that fight, but, you know, it's something she's got to be prepared for. You know, I think this Andrade that throws volume and is a little bit more patient can be a challenge. Lauren Murphy, on the other hand, I know some people ask me, is it time for her to hang up the gloves? I believe now would be a good time. You know, she's 39 years old, and you know this beating that she's taking, it's going to take its toll. Let's be real. This type of beating will take its toll on her. You know, and you won't be the same. Nobody's really ever been the same after taking on Jessica Andrade. Only the special fighters, right? I think Lauren Murphy, if she continues to do it, she's going to have to fight down like Jennifer Maia. So maybe fighting the levels of like Casey O'Neill and those type of fighters. Like if Casey O'Neill gets by Jennifer Maia, I think her next fight would be like a Lauren Murphy from here, maybe. And if Lauren Murphy was to lose that fight, then I think it would be time to go. But yeah, man, Andrade at 125 still looks impressive to me. I think she's still a strong gatekeeper, strong contender under the champion. And, you know, when you match her up with other fighters, like style-wise, man, these other girls, they got to look out, man. These other girls like Casey O'Neill, I think they have to look out for this type of fighter. Somebody asked me about that fight, too. Quick thoughts on that. Andrade, man, she put her out of there, man. You got to have some type of footwork, some type of long jab, and some type of, you know, slickness to your style that can keep Andrade at bay, or your ground game has to be on point. You know what I mean? You have to be slick with the ground, you know, with your jiu-jitsu. You have to be good with takedowns. You just can't come forward on her like that. You know, she'll walk through you. So fighters like that on the rise, they better be prepared for that. They not only have to prepare for the bullet, but if Andrade sticks around, you got to be prepared for that type of style, right? And that type of fighter. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this one, guys. Good fight, good mugging all the way around. Let me know, guys, what y'all think in the comment section. Lauren Murphy, does she retire from here? Yes or no? Andrade, stick around at 125 for a fight with Manon. What you think? Later on in the summer, or go back down to 115 for Zhang Weili. I favor the latter. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.